The conflict between Russia and Ukraine, culminating in the 2022 invasion, is rooted in a complex tapestry of historical, political, and ideological factors. This video aims to explore the motivations behind Vladimir Putin's decision to invade Ukraine, contextualizing it within the backdrop of Ukraine's two major color revolutions, the Orange Revolution and the Euromaidan, or Revolution of Dignity. Historical context and Putin's motivations. Soviet legacy and imperial nostalgia. The dissolution of the Soviet Union left an indelible mark on Russian geopolitics and national identity. Putin has often expressed a desire to restore Russia's former glory and influence, viewing Ukraine as a natural extension of Russian cultural and historical territory. This nostalgia for the Soviet era's influence shapes his foreign policy, particularly towards neighboring states. NATO expansion and security concerns. The expansion of NATO eastward has been seen as a direct security threat by Russian leadership. The prospect of Ukraine joining NATO was particularly alarming, as it would not only bring NATO's military presence closer to Russian borders but also symbolize a further ideological drift from Russian influence. Color revolutions as a catalyst. The color revolutions in Georgia and Ukraine were perceived by Putin as Western-engineered attempts to destabilize pro-Russian governments and spread democratic ideals that could inspire similar movements within Russia. The Orange Revolution, 2004 to 2005, was a direct response to electoral fraud, leading to the installation of a pro-Western government. It was the first significant democratic challenge to Russian influence in the region, setting a precedent for later events. Euromaidan, 2013 to 2014, or the Revolution of Dignity, was ignited by President Yanukovych's pivot away from the EU towards Russia. This revolution not only changed Ukraine's government but also its political orientation, leading to immediate Russian reactions, including the annexation of Crimea and support for separatists in Donbass. Strategic and economic interests. Beyond ideological concerns, Ukraine holds strategic value for Russia, particularly through Crimea, which hosts the Black Sea Fleet, and the industrial regions of eastern Ukraine. The control over these areas secures military advantages and economic benefits. The Ukrainian Color Revolution's Orange Revolution. This revolution was about electoral integrity and democratic choice, culminating in a rerun of the presidential election that brought Viktor Yushchenko to power. It highlighted Ukraine's desire for a Western path but did not fundamentally alter the political landscape to prevent future backsliding. Euromaidan, a more violent and transformative event. Euromaidan was about Ukraine's future orientation, leading to Yanukovych's ousting and a shift towards Europe. The aftermath, however, led to the annexation of Crimea and the ongoing conflict in Donbass, illustrating the high stakes of geopolitical alignment in the region. Summary. The invasion of Ukraine by Russia in 2022 can be traced back through a series of events and perceptions, from the collapse of the Soviet Union, through NATO's expansion, to the democratic revolutions in Ukraine. These revolutions signaled a shift towards Western values and away from Russian influence, which Putin saw as a direct threat to Russia's security, cultural identity, and geopolitical influence. The conflict is not just about territory but about ideology, power, and control over the post-Soviet space. Conclusion. Understanding this conflict requires acknowledging the historical grievances, security concerns, and the ideological battle between democracy and autocracy. The color revolutions in Ukraine were pivotal moments that not only altered Ukraine's domestic politics but also fundamentally changed its relationship with Russia, leading to the current military engagement. Like and subscribe for more on this unfolding story.